for watching. I'm John Razimus. This channel is about exploring the unknown, the mysterious, the supernatural, the paranormal. I see patterns, alright? For example, Johnny Depp in the movie Dead Man. He does this with some blood on his face from a dead baby deer in the forest. And then a few years later, in the movie The Ninth Gate, a witch demon does the same thing with her blood that came from her nose. The exact same pattern. Now, whether that pattern means anything or not is open to interpretation. My friend actually told me, that actors do that. It's a little throwback to their previous movies. So it's probably Johnny Depp asking the director, hey, can I do this throwback to this previous movie where I do this? And the bigger the star, the bigger the chance the director's going to say yes. I've been watching a lot of Stanley Kubrick's movies, and he's a genius director. He set the scenes perfectly. I'm creating an intro in no way, shape, or form is going to be comparable to Kubrick. Just inspired by some of the Kubrick scenes in some of the Kubrick movies. My favorite Stanley Kubrick movie is probably Clockwork Orange, but The Shining is tied. To this day, you will see stuff that Kubrick picked out being reproduced. Kubrick went to multiple hotels and he looked at books with different hotels and he saw patterns that he liked. And he actually had them custom made for the Overlook Hotel in The Shining. And so some of those themes exist somewhere at some point. But now they're famously, iconically known for The Shining. You can see them Easter egged all over the place, even Minion movies of all things. But this channel is going to be exploding, hopefully in a good way, with new content, a new show. This new show, let's face it, alright, it's going to be similar to my old shows, Occult Unmasked, Hoax Hunter, and in my opinion, it's going to be better. Perhaps all of those shows rolled into one with some different new things going on. I can't give you a sneak preview or a sneak peek, as I haven't filmed it yet, but I've been creating props, detailed, elaborate props. And the props are going to be the logo of the new show. And it's probably going to expand from there. As I got the website with the same name, this name is currently classified information. In fact, the entire show is classified information. I can't reveal it. It will speak for itself. And yes, it will be similar to Occult Unmasked and Hoax Hunter. I'm going to do some Hoax Hunter themed type shows. It's not going to focus on hoaxes, definitely not. I'm going to do some paranormal, supernatural, even ghost hunting type shows. But the show won't revolve around that either. I suppose it'll be kind of like Sightings, a low-budget YouTube version of Sightings from someone that has a $0 budget. But if you watch these videos and you share them with your friends and they go viral, maybe I'll actually be able to pay off the equipment. I mean, this microphone is not, it's not something Keemstar uses. This is just a Yeti Blue microphone. But even this, we're talking, it probably took me a year to pay off this singular microphone. So I don't exactly make money on my YouTube channel. I've never made money. When you take into account what I purchased exclusively for the show. I have a new camera, and I'm making payments on it. But it's an investment, and it's fun. I consider this to be fun. It's a fun project. But the more you share it with your friends, the more you like, and the more you subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications, the more this channel will grow, and I'll be actually able to pay off the equipment, like my new camera I just got. My drone only cost $70, but, on a good year, I'll pay that off in a couple months from YouTube money. In a bad year, you never know. It could take a year or 2 years. My channel has gone up and down like everyone else's. And one thing I do not focus on is clickbait. I've never focused on clickbait, never have, never will. Clickbait consisting of, a celebrity dying and you making a video immediately about that celebrity for the exclusive purpose of making money off someone's death, something like that, which I was accused of when David Bowie passed away. But I happen to have made my most successful David Bowie videos 1 month before he passed away. And I was in the process of making those videos, especially when David Bowie saw the devil in 1976. I probably spent 3 or 4 months working on it before David Bowie passed away, and I uploaded it 1 month before he passed away. So I've been accused of clickbait, but I've never done clickbait, alright? I focus on the truth. I've said this on Twitter, I'll say it anywhere in any place. I'd rather not make any videos and not make a penny and never upload again than post a piece of garbage that I know is false. All I can think of that comes to mind right now is every single Bigfoot body found has always turned out to be some guy creating a piece of garbage hoax for clickbait purposes. Some guy has Bigfoot's head, and it's made from pipes that he bought at Home Depot. There's the guy that had Bigfoot's whole body in a freezer. When the ice thawed and the cameras were there from the local news, it was a rubber suit. And underneath a bunch of ice, a rubber suit looks pretty legit until you get to the flesh and bones of the thing, which it did not have. It's just a bunch of... It was a prop. It was a Halloween prop. I'm never going to create any hoaxes. I'm the hoax hunter. Even to this day, I'm still the hoax hunter. I'm not a fan of hoaxes. I'm not a fan of scammers or schemers. Those people, they have a soul, I guess, but they deny their conscience. They know that it's bad and wrong. Or do they? I mean, if they don't have a conscience, in my opinion, they're on the level of some type of psychopath. I don't lie with my information. The things I claimed happened to me actually did happen to me. Ghost hunting. It's something I've never been interested in. I've never watched a single season of any of the ghost hunter shows. But my sister was into it, and my other sister's into it. Occasionally I'll catch them watching ghost hunting type shows, and sure, I'll watch an episode here and there. And they're funny, it's entertaining, they turn out the lights, it's all in infrared, and they have the dials, and they get scared with every little creak that goes around the house. That's not me. I've already experienced legitimate spirit entities bothering me, harassing me. I didn't summon them. They appeared of their own free will and bothered me. And the lights didn't have to be off. I didn't have any meters running, but I'm so confident that even talking about the subject in great detail, even parts I've never mentioned, that when I do talk about the actual spirit encounters I've had, strange things start happening. And I've never owned a ghost hunting dial or device or meter or sensor in my life. But I'm confident enough where I think something's going to happen as something has happened. I've told this story to a few close friends and family of the demon that bothered me, the poltergeist that moved objects around in my room in 2011, and the previous encounter in 2010. And those are the two main encounters. One lasting a mere few minutes, one lasting almost 6 months straight. And when I talk about it in great detail, things start happening. Creaks, sounds, a negative vibe. Hopefully I can capture some of this. I have ordered 3 ghost detecting sensing meters. I've ordered a different detector. I've ordered an EVP type device with a recorder. And I've ordered a couple other things, and I'm going to be putting them in the same location, one spot, on camera, right next to me, while I talk about the subject. Perhaps it'll work, perhaps it won't. Perhaps it'll be a total failure. These entities are smarter than humans, so why would they help out? And people have warned me, don't engage. First of all, not engaging in conversation with these entities has been my utmost goal since day one. The poltergeist that harassed me for 5.5 months, almost 6 months straight, moving objects in my room, every single day, 10 times on a slow day, 20 times on a more active day. But the things, I don't even include the knocks and the bangs. So we're talking 20 knocks, 20 bangs, 20 objects being moved. So it was a little more active than even I have mentioned, and I've never case by case given you an exact detailed one day of my life during that 6-month encounter. But perhaps I will give some detailed illustrations of what happened. And I'm going to have meters running. I've never done this before. This is a brand new experiment, but this is not what the whole show is about. This is just, perhaps I'll do it 10 times. Perhaps I'll do it a couple times here and there. Maybe every time I talk about the subject, I'll have it set up. Or maybe no matter what I'm talking about, I should have it set up. We will see. It might be a permanent installation of the new show. It might be something I temporarily do. And I've thought about it enough to know that, never engage in yes or no. Never ask it to talk. Never engage in any conversation. I'm just talking about something that happened to me in the past while the meters are going to be running. I'm going to have a second camera on the meters and possibly a third camera on the camera watching me and the other camera, because people don't know I'm in a room by myself. People don't know the door's closed. So perhaps I will have my GoPro have a huge wide angle shot. I only have one GoPro though. And I have a Sony Handycam, and then I have this brand new camera. So those are the 3 main cameras I have. I wouldn't be using anything less quality than those 3. It's a lot of work though to edit 3 pieces of video together, but at least one time I'll try it. I'll give it a shot on any extremely intense ghost stories, which you can consider fake if you want, but they actually happened to me. They're real. Still writing the book, Corners of Rooms. I registered cornersofrooms.com, so I am dedicated. It's going to have a logo on the front. Okay, one thing I already have showed you is this woodcut illustration that I did do. I think it's alright, but even this I don't think is the level of quality that I'm going for. And yes, it's not going to be a picture book, but I am going to illustrate the main things the entity did, the biggest events. And I'm going to illustrate them in perhaps medieval type woodcut style. It's a style I'm a fan of. I've researched here and there different medieval artistic styles, and they didn't really do 3D very well back then, but the side effect of that was genius looking pieces of art. Kind of like the Egyptians, they did everything in 2D, and when they tried to do 3D, it came out way different than we do it, because we are all about modeling in 3D. I have the logo pieces working. I have the Ankh. I can't show you the new Ankh because I painted it, and I really got to protect what it looks like. You will see it in the finished product. The Ankh is 100% completed and 100% painted. There's a staff the Ankh is attached to. It's 100% completed, but I do need to clear coat it. And why would I go to the trouble of creating logos for the show in physical form? I like to go that extra step. So where am I going to put the meters? I don't know, but this is going to be the general location I'm going to be talking about the subject, and I can't really do it outside. There's too much outside commotion that could mess up the sensors. So I'm going to put the meters right here, or right here is where I'm thinking, here or here. There's going to be the second camera on the meters so they can clearly be read, and perhaps you could even read them over my shoulder so you can match it up and know it's legit. And I will have the GoPro in some wide angle location to really show that I'm not messing around. But even then there's going to be skeptics. People will say, there's no such thing as ghosts, no such thing as spirits. Apparently you've never seen one or met one, which is actually extremely common. and I don't claim to be someone super special. You're either born with a certain sensitivity to spirits or you're not. It's not a mental condition. It's an actual, inherently something you're born with or something you're not. I was born with the ability to sense spirits, and I've never used it for money. I've never opened up a psychic hotline. I've never tried to bust ghosts on any professional level, and to be honest, I don't think I ever would. It's not my style. And just because it happened to me, some people ask me, how do I get rid of it? I will have a chapter in my book on my opinions on the best thing to do to get rid of it. But I'm not an exorcist. I've never claimed to be one. It's a scary subject to some people. But the new show isn't just ghosts and demons and spirits. The new show is about different mysterious things, though, and that is the theme of the show, mysterious things. And that's not the name of the show. I'm going to talk about a UFO case here and there. I have had a few UFO encounters back when I was a kid in the 90s, and I've never had them ever again. So if I was crazy, I would see UFOs all over the place. But I've only seen unidentified flying objects in the 90s in California, where I grew up, in a valley where they make wine. And I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, and I don't shame people that do. But some people say, oh, you should do drugs. No, I shouldn't do drugs. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Recent news came out. Tom Petty, he broke his hip. He had like 53 tour dates. And instead of getting his hip replaced, he decided to just tour and take a lot of meds to kill the pain. And he didn't take the meds for any addictive reasons. He didn't take the meds to get high. He took the meds because his hip was broken and fractured, and he literally couldn't walk or even do anything without them. But for some reason, Tom Petty wanted to tour at his age with a broken hip. So drugs do have a place, and it's legitimate medication. It's fine. I had a headache the other day, and even today. And I do take over-the-counter headache medicine. Nothing strong, nothing hard, and I try not to take it too often because it can mess up your liver, for example. Your liver can only take so much. The new show. I will do book reviews. I'm not cutting out the book review segment. How come I haven't done a book review lately? Back in the day, I could do book reviews a little bit easier because there were certain periods of time which I had a lot of time to read. And that time has been totally taken away from me. I'm gonna try to get back to that. I have been reading. I'm only on like chapter 3. I need to really grind through it and get through it to give you a book review. I could show you a magic wand that I found. I found this pretty cool looking magic wand. Yeah. And I'm not a wizard, but when you see a root type branch or whatever this is, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's definitely the wand of like I don't know, either a woodsy type wizard, mage, or a maybe an evil one. It's kind of crooked, twisty. Thought it was pretty cool. And yes, this will be seen in the intro for the new show. So I will allude to magic here and there. Magic is part of the supernatural, part of the paranormal. And I've never practiced magic. I've seen magical effects here and there, enough to know that the occult is real. And I think most of it, based on simple deduction alone, like Sherlock Holmes, is if you see objects move on their own, and you know an invisible entity from a higher dimension is moving those objects, the most logical deduction can be made that, if any magic practitioners moving objects claiming to do with their mind, all I know is what I have seen. And I saw an intelligent entity move objects, period, in the year 2011. I ordered a new battery for my old phone. I'm going to try to get text messages because I sent a text a day after the major incident in 2010. And so that'll get here soon. I'm going to go to Verizon. Maybe I'll even film it. But if there's nothing on it, then it's not going to be fun, not going to be a amazing video. See, nothing I do is created to be some big dramatic event. Some episodes is just going to be a vlog. Here's an experiment. Let's try it out. But I like to try the more off-the-wall experiments that no YouTuber has ever tried in the history of YouTube. I watched some old shows about this paranormal show. I don't even want to say the name because now I'm paranoid someone's going to rip off the idea. Not a single YouTuber on this entire platform has ever conducted the experiments I'm planning. Super off-the-wall experiments involving the supernatural, the paranormal. I did do one ghost experiment, the Charlie Challenge. And I still have the paper around here somewhere. And I kind of regret doing it because I don't recommend it. It's too close to Ouija boards. Too close. I'm not going to do any Ouija board sessions. That's a question and answer session. There are going to be 0 question and answer sessions on this channel. I don't recommend opening up a dialogue. I don't even recommend buying ghost hunter equipment. But I did it because I've never done it, you know. I am someone that likes to try new, different directions. Artistically, philosophically, spiritually. I think it's going to be a success whether there's any proof or not. I think it's going to be interesting whether there's any proof or not. But I have had plenty of encounters of just simply talking, something happens. We have a drone that's going to get sky shots. I wish I could go to some castle and record some awesome haunted castle. Even though I'm not a typical ghost hunter, I have had first-hand experience with demons, with spirit entities. Unwanted. They popped up and showed up. So that's a unique perspective. It's a unique angle for a ghost hunter. I'm willing to share. And someone said, how come you're not going to talk about this or that? After I write the book, I'm going to talk about everything. This channel will have every single secret. I'm an anti-occultist in the aspect of... And there's many different contexts of being an occultist. For example, some occultists practice witchcraft, practice magic. Some occultists keep it to themselves and they hoard it. And they want to know all the secrets, and perhaps they can go out of their body and do it crazy out of body and spy on people. I don't know. I think that's in the realm of possibility. And then some occultists give all the secrets away. And by definition, that's anti-occultist to give all the secrets away, because the word occult means hidden. A hidden secret in the realm of magic. So that occultist is kind of occultist and anti-occultist at the same time. As far as me, I don't practice magic. I have 0 interest in it. Even these ghost hunting meters, it's not my style, but I'm going to give it a shot. Because it's not just for you guys, it's also for me. I'm curious, I'm personally curious. But, that being said, I have some experiments in my head that I think would guaranteed work, but they need to be in a more controlled environment. And my room's not exactly that controlled. I would need experts standing there recording the data, the whole 9 yards. Before the new show starts, I might try to sneak in some hoax hunter or occult unmasked stuff, but if I think it's really good, I'm going to save it for the new show. The new show I'm stoked about. I already have a new logo for the text of the show. I haven't photographed and photoshopped the new logo with the symbols. So we have text logo, a symbol logo. I'm going to mesh them all together with the short film that I'm filming for the new show. A lot of work is going into it, but that doesn't mean anything. See, YouTube is a very cutthroat place. They recently cut out anyone from making a penny if you don't have 4,000 watch time hours in the past year, or In addition to that, you need 1,000 subscribers in the past year. So dead channels perhaps don't even qualify. You need a brand new 1,000 subscribers in the past year. Brand new 4,000 watch hours in the past year. That watch hours is very low. This channel has millions of watch hours. But I only have a couple thousand subscribers in the past 12 months. Luckily, it's more than 1,000, and I surpassed that barrier and limit. And I thank you for subscribing. 7,000 subscribers. This is the first time I've been able to say that. 7,000 subscribers. I'm greatly appreciative. The Patreons who support me, you are the inspiration for me even having this new show coming this winter. I'm going to try to film the first scene of the new show tomorrow, weather permitting. The weather looks pretty good. I'm going to do it. It's going to be the first shot. I might have to do it a second day and even a third day. And I've cut it down. I'm going to cut it down to as short as 10 seconds. But I'm going to record probably a couple minutes of an intro. And then I'll cut it down to make it look as good as possible. I don't have any assistance. I have to edit all of this on my own, but sure, every YouTuber starts out that way. As far as YouTube cutting off everybody, I feel bad for the little guy. I wish and I hope they could, but there are a lot of big YouTubers like Keemstar that say, you're not talented if you don't have tons of views. And then Keemstar says, I know talent when I see it. And then Keemstar tweets this YouTuber with 60,000 subscribers and many millions of views, and it's just a drama clickbait channel with every thumbnail drama, every thumbnail super clickbait. Then Keemstar had to correct himself, and he had to say, whoops, that YouTuber ripped off this YouTuber. They ripped off the thumbnails and the titles from this other YouTuber's entire channel. So Keemstar really can't spot talent, alright? And he doesn't know what a talented YouTuber looks like. He's literally saying someone that grabs thumbnails off Dr. Phil's channel from someone else that grabs thumbnails off Dr. Phil's channel is talented. In my opinion, that's not talent. That's clickbait and drama, and sure, it's going to get a lot of subscribers and views. But I have to grind my butt off. This channel has started in 2009. My original channel started in 2006. I gave it a go with a couple short films, which I deleted, because they got no views. I worked my butt off, spent a week or two on a short film, uploaded it, 0 views, deleted it. Maybe I'll re-upload those one day, but my gaming channel just got cut off. But that's probably for the better. This channel I'm going to focus on 100%. That channel, that gaming channel, I could disclose this right now. I don't think I made a single penny over $3 a month from my gaming channel. $3 a month. And that was on a good month. Usually it's down to like $1 a month. So my gaming channel made like $1 a month, and I barely made any gaming videos because there wasn't much motivation or focus, and I like to focus on this channel. $3 a month, $1 a month, and that's before YouTube really fudges the numbers, and that $3 turns into 50 cents. So that gaming channel would give me like 50 cents a month, and you don't see it. So no big deal. This new channel, I've already spent like 10 months working on it, thinking about it, storyboarding, writing, creating physical props and costumes, really focusing on it for 10 months straight. Every episode I'm going to put an entire week into, maybe 2 weeks into, and it's going to get 100 views, 200 views, 300 views. I don't care. I'm going to crank out, and not crank out quickly and cheaply, but I'm really going to grind and work really hard on the first 10 episodes, and bam, the first 10 episodes are going to be really good. Stay tuned. Watch this channel. I've talked about it too long. This might as well have been a live stream, but I wanted to test out the new camera with the new lens. Patreon.com/Razimus. Please, $1 a month helps out and encourages me. YouTube, I usually don't get paid until once every 3 months, and that's on a good 3 months. I've gone, even though it goes up and up and up, I've gone 6 months without getting paid on a regular basis. I really don't get paid on this channel, and the number they show me on youtube.com is not the same number that I get. Thank you for motivating me. I was going to make a promo outside, and I probably will tomorrow. But I want to make a real episode. I really want to focus on a real episode. Dead names. I want to focus on a couple things in here, a couple things Peter Levenda said in interviews. The Necronomicon is fake. It's a hoax. But it still works. And I said that off the cuff because randomly some kid at work was talking about magic. Who talks about black magic? No one. I was like, I don't know if you should practice black magic. Kind of scary stuff, you know what I mean? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm an atheist. And I was like, okay, you know, I mean, most atheists don't practice black magic. But then again, maybe they do for psychological reasons. But I started to tell him about grimoires, and he never heard the word grimoire in his life. So that told me the level of how much he practiced or even studied the subject of magic. 0. But he liked, you know, conversationally, it was an off-the-wall conversation. I told him, you know, most grimoires are fake, or hoaxes. Medieval hoaxes or prior. Or modern-day hoaxes like Necronomicon. And he said, oh, yeah. And then I said, but they still work. And he's like, yeah, psychologically, yeah. No, not psychologically. The Necronomicon doesn't work because of psychological things, all right? It actually summons legitimate, actual negative entities that are actually in another dimension and pop down into our dimension. Yeah, of course there's going to be a psychological aspect to everything. There always is a psychological aspect to everything. A demon on one shoulder, an angel on the other shoulder, whispering negative or positive advice to you. That is both symbolic and psychological, representing your conscience. But in my opinion, it's also literal. Literal. But such things sound like off-the-wall mythology taken too literally. And I would agree. If you were a person that never met a freaking demon, and I can't talk about this too much because I don't have my meters set up. Gonna set up my meters, new show coming soon, 7,000 subscribers. That's a great milestone. I already promised to do another giveaway at 10,000 subscribers. And unlike the other channels, I don't lie, I don't fake, I don't cheat, I don't steal. I actually mailed out to the finalists my dumb CD with my dumb music on it, signed, even though I'm not famous. And those people seemed to be happy about it. So if you want to see a giveaway, you're going to have to help and share these videos so we can get to 10,000 subscribers. I don't ever say slap a like on it. Smash that like button. I never say that stuff because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. But I realize psychologically, perhaps even on the strong-minded, it's a reminder that, you know what, maybe I will. Because perhaps 90% of the people that watch my videos, they don't even think twice about subscribing. They're like, who's this guy? Some people watch 5 of my videos, and they still don't know who I am. I'm the guy that runs this channel, youtube.com/hoaxhunter, but I believe in the supernatural, and the new show is going above and beyond. Stay tuned. Finally, this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. This has been John Razimus. Be seeing you.